Hi, this is Vandy with Mahea Holistic. This is going to be our couples romance weekly message. I hope you guys take the messages that resonate with you guys and help you on this week. Also remember that time is fluent. So even though it says weekly, it could happen weeks from now, months from now, even a year from now. So just remember that time is always fluid. So even though it says weekly, it may happen later. So let's get into this reading for our couples romance weekly message. What message do we have for our couples this week that they can work on? Let's see. Couples. So the first card is pay attention to the red flags. Pay attention to the red flags. Healing family issues. And calling in your soulmate. So, give me a second. Let me look at these. For couples, it says pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Right now, your partner has been doing some things that have totally been out of the norm. The flags have been flying. The red light has been flashing. And you are like, what are they up to? What are they doing? Like, something is like the message that is coming is like, if you don't want to be here, leave. So that's for some of you, not all of you. Others is pay attention to the red flags in their spending. Money. We all know that money is a big problem in a lot of relationships that causes a lot of tug of war and spending and things like that. So, and saving. So definitely for some of you, it is the person doesn't want to be here. They're giving all these signs. They're doing all these things that are just out of pocket. And for us, some of you, it's about money and about getting a better grip on it or working out a better budget that can give, can work better for you guys right now in your current relationship and situation. And the other card is healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So I feel like in your relationship, you've noticed some things that your partner has done that resembles what you've experienced growing up in your childhood with your parents. They're saying it's time for you to now confront those things, meaning you got to now sit with your parents, if they're still here, and really start to heal that relationship and to work on that healing, but also to work on the healing with your husband, because people have the tendency to attract what they've always been around, or what they've not been around because it's been lacking and missing. So they're telling you right now, it's time to do some family healing, some family issues that in order for you to have your relationship work at its highest level, you have to confront the things that were happening in your family when you were growing up that has shaped your relationship currently. So it's time to sit. It's time to dig deep. It's time to sort of bring things from the dark to the light and really just have conversation with your family. And then also too, they're saying include your partner in those conversations with your family, because they can see where you've truly come from, because these are things that you have not told them about. So now they can see these things and recognize how they are affecting the current relationship with them. So they can also help you in this healing process as well. You're not in it alone, but the family issues, it's time for them to heal. It's time for you guys to So it's time for you to sort of heal them, or for him or her to heal them with their family, so you guys can really move forward. Because you, as they say, you guys got great things in store for you in these next few months. So you guys really need to focus and buckle down on solving the issue, healing it, and using it as a lesson and a stepping stone for you guys for these next few months coming up. Calling in your soulmate. For couples, some of you feel like this is not it. This is not your person, right? The red flags. And some of you really want to sort of move on from this relationship. And that's okay. That's fine. But you also know that we have karmic relationships and we have soulmate or twin flame relationships, if you guys believe in those things. So karmic relationships are all those things that always teach us a lesson. Something that we didn't learn in our past life that has brought back to us in this life, that we, made our sacred universal contract when we came back and reincarnate, that we were going to repair it in this life. So every time you don't repair a past life karmic issue, it comes back in your current life for you to repair it. So calling in your soulmate is not going to happen until you heal the things that have happened in this life and in past relationships. You can't get the kit and caboodle, the cherry on top, if you haven't done the work for you to call in the soulmate. And your soulmate may be your partner right now. And you guys may having this up and down seesaw, like we said, the red flags, the family issues that need to be healed. And it's really taking a taxing toll on you guys. But I do 100% feel this is for those who are in relationships that are not mounting to what they thought they were going to be, or you thought that this was your person, but come to find out it's just a karmic relationship that you're learning the lesson from. So it's time for you to kind of, accept it, embrace it, move on, and tongue-tied, and move on so you can be open for your soulmate. Because once you cut this cord, believe me, it will not be the first person after this relationship. It may be your second or third person that will be your soulmate. And so I'm just sort of being honest with that and open about that so you can see it. Let's see what areas are being also affected for the couples this week in this reading. Let's see what areas in the couples that are being affected this week. Once again, decisions came up again in my singles reading. And the fact that it's back here for you couples, gosh, the angels are really talking. Divine consciousness and emotions. And something is telling me to switch these, right? So, decisions, that's the red flags, right? That's the healing of the relationship. This is the calling in. This is like a universal for this whole reading, is you have to make hard decisions right now. And they can, be full of light and heartedness, and paying attention to those red flags, and really bring it in and say, hey, what is going on here? And then listening to their answer, keyword listening to their answer, and really deciding whether or not, okay, this is what is going on. We need to figure this out. Let's fix it. Let's repair it, because this can't work anymore this way. Making decisions whether to really pay attention to those red flags and fix those red flags, or to take those red flags and just walk away. Healing family issues is emotions, is what this card is. And that is really, it's an emotional thing, right? When you deal with family, it gets emotional at all levels. Whether you came from a good family or came from a broken family, emotions always are high when it comes to family. So they're saying right now, when you're stepping into the family healing issue, making sure that your emotions are balanced and that you are able to be open in receiving the message and listening to the answers that are being, given when you're sitting with your family and trying to heal. Allow for your emotions to be there, but do not let them take over. Do not let them be king in the situation and in this process of healing. But allow for your emotions to move and to be balanced and to play a key role in helping the healing process. Keyword, helping the healing process. And then the other one is under divine consciousness. And divine consciousness, in my eyes, is really, it's time for you now to tune in to your spirit guides, your ancestors, and, Father, Mother, God, and when it comes to this relationship. Because like I said, the calling in your soulmate, some of you right now definitely are in a relationship that's not fulfilling, that this is not your person, right? And I told you it's going to be the second or third person after you walk away from this and you make that decision in light to walk away, that divine consciousness is going to take over. And it's taking over right now because you're realizing this is not it. This is not where I want to be for the rest of my life. And this is not where I want to build a tribe with this person and have children with and grow old with. This is not the person. Like, oh, no. The red flags are going off once again. And you're like, okay, this is not it. Divine consciousness is taking over for you right now. They are coming in on the white horses and chariots, and they are like, we are shaking things up because it is time to move on. This relationship has ran its course, and you guys have fulfilled everything in here. This karmic relationship is done. Did you learn the lesson? So we can move on and get you prepared for your soulmate. So that is what they're trying to tell you. This is what they're trying to say honestly to you about everything that is going on. And let's look at some messages of love that are being shared between you and your partner right now this week. Messages that you guys can carry with you in this heavy, heavy week of recognizing a lot. Let's see what they're doing. Let's see what they're saying. So we have time apart. Some distance will help bring clarity. Everything will unfold in divine timing, patience, and acceptance. Everything happens for a reason. These are really perfect for this week. I didn't really think that was going to pan out that way. But time apart, the red flags, time apart, patience in the healing, patience in recognizing the red flags that are happening, because you got to have patience, right? Everything happens in divine timing. So these red flags have been building up, and you've kind of just, like we said, blown them off, haven't really think much of it, but now it's here. You've had patience in it. Now it's time for you to really look at this with the time apart and the patience and realize, maybe I need to step back from this. Maybe I need to see all these things because they have been building up, and I've just kind of been letting them, like we said, roll off the shoulder and not take much, put much weight into it. And now it's time for me to put weight into this. It also means, for those of you who are dealing with, not being with your soulmate and dealing with this karmic relationship, that it's time. Everything happens for a reason, right? Everything runs its course. Everything plays to the tune that it's supposed to, because everything happens in divine timing. And now acceptance and realizing that this is done and I'm moving on, accepting the healing in the family issues that we're dealing with right now, and having the balance with the emotions. This is all happening in the timing that they are saying they want to happen. Now is the time. Like I said, this will happen for some of you this week. Some of this may start to percolate this week and grow and evolve over the summer, that by September, everything would have played out. I said September will play out. So Some of you may already be in the thick of these things, but some of you, it may be percolating this week and is moving to the big, finish in September. So I say, be ready, be open, and also just know that you're not in it alone. Honesty goes a long way with you and your partner right now, and really recognizing what's happening. And healing is something really great. And when you can heal and families can get back together and be unified, that's something really beautiful. It's very strong and very powerful to have that type of forgiveness to take place, because it only builds the relationships between the family and between you and your partner. And also to pay attention to those red flags that you've been rolling off to the side. You need to focus on those, and you really need to look at them, and you need to question them, and you need to make decisions about which ones am I going to bring up, which ones am I not, or am I just done with this altogether? So this is your message for this week. I hope you all have a great week with you and your partner. I hope you guys continue each and every day, as I say, to tell each other how much you love them, how much you appreciate them, and to always say sorry when you need to say sorry, acknowledge those apologies, and to also continue to build and grow. That is the most important thing when you're together as a couple in a loving relationship. Have a blessed day.